Hi, I'm Dean Rod Vera, a law school professor and a law school dean. In this video, I'm going to talk about checkpoints and how can they affect you. The video begins now. Welcome back. As a disclaimer, I just want to say that this video is not legal consultation. This video is only for informational and educational purposes only. If you seek counsel on specific purposes, please talk to a lawyer for proper representation. Checkpoints. What are they? Checkpoints are methods or exercises of police power, and every government should have police power. Checkpoints are justified, especially based on the severity of the public order, public safety in an area. It's also can be brought about by exigencies and in times of specific purposes. For example, during the election period and during at this point in 2020 during the time of pandemic. If you stay until the end of this video, I'll add some pointers on what to do for checkpoints in this pandemic period. Motorists, both for cars and motorcycles, have the constitutional right to travel. Cars and motorcycles are by itself lawful means of transportation. Nevertheless, cars and motorcycles should not be used for criminal activity. They should not be used for transporting anything that is illegal or anything that is contraband. What are the legal checkpoints in the Philippines? First, the checkpoints should be well lighted, they should be properly identified and well manned by uniformed police personnel, or sometimes even the military. They could be routine in some areas, especially now in Mindanao, there's still martial law. They should not be located in dark places if it's at nighttime. And at certain points, the police may talk to motorists in certain conditions or certain instances. Here's what the police or the authorized personnel can do when there is a legal checkpoint. They can flag down anybody, especially motorists who are traveling within the area that is part of the police checkpoint or police security area. If you are waved or flagged down, slow your vehicle, approach the vehicle or park it on the side. If you're in a car, you don't have to roll down your windows. And if you're a motorcycle, maybe what you can do is you can lift the visor of your helmet so at least the police can see your face. They may also at times ask you to take off your helmet if you are in a motorcycle. If you're in a car, you don't have to unlock your doors. Now, what are the legal procedures the police can do in a checkpoint? Number one, the police can look inside your vehicle, but they cannot cross the boundary of your window. So as I said, you don't have to roll down your window, you don't have to open your window. So what the police can do is just look through the window, look through the windshield. If they have a flashlight and it's at night, they can turn on the flashlight and look through the car windows. The police can also visually inspect the outside of your vehicle. They can move around and check the outside of your car or your motorcycle. What are your protections in a checkpoint? You never ever have to step out of your vehicle or alight from your motorcycle. The police can never do a body search or a physical search of your person. Third, the police have no authority to ask you to open your vehicle, open the glove compartment, or open your trunk, or even the car hood for the engine. If you step out of your vehicle and the police ask you questions or do a body search, that can amount to a warrantless search. Here is what the Constitution says about warrantless search. The Constitution provides a safeguard against unreasonable searches. What makes it reasonable? A reasonable search is number one, when there is a search warrant or when the police or authorized personnel have probable cause to search. To repeat, a reasonable warrantless search is when it is preceded by probable cause. What is probable cause? Here is how the law and jurisprudence defines probable cause. Probable cause is the reasonable belief of the men at checkpoints that either the motorist is a law offender or the contents of the vehicle are of or have been instruments of some offense. When the police have that in mind, they can stop and search your vehicle. But the latest jurisprudence or the latest Supreme Court ruling on searches of vehicles and how probable cause is defined, the Supreme Court says this: probable cause is further defined as to believe that before the search the police can find instrumentality or evidence pertaining to a crime in the vehicle to be searched. Bear in mind that this video is not about whether you are stopped because of a traffic violation or beating the red light. That's enough probable cause for the police to stop and maybe do an incidental search. This video is about checkpoints which are fixed and semi-permanent or at least visible beforehand. In checkpoints, not all vehicles will be stopped, but there are certain instances where the police have a right to stop and flag you down. Here are some of the instances where they can flag you down in a checkpoint. If you're in a car, maybe you are speeding, they can see from the windows that you have no seatbelt. Maybe at night you have a broken headlight or a broken taillight. Also, they see that maybe that your car has no license plate or conduction sticker. Maybe they see that if you're in a pickup or a big truck, that there is some overloading. Police can also flag you down if they see suspicious or reckless driving. And of course, if you commit a violation prior to the checkpoint, such as beating a red light, or maybe hitting something or being in an accident. For motorcycles, police and checkpoints can stop you or flag you down if they see that you have no helmet. In certain cities, they can stop you if you have a passenger in your motorcycle. So because some cities do not allow tandem riding. Also, some cities have ordinances on the loudness of your muffler or your motorcycle exhausts. They can stop you for that if they can hear. Hearing a loud exhaust may be considered as probable cause, or maybe the police see that you have illegal accessories on your motorcycle, such as a extra headlight or extra high beam light, or maybe that your car does not have side mirrors. Let me delve into the probable cause and searching inside your vehicle. When you are at a routine checkpoint, all the police can do is do a visual search of your car. But if in their search through a flashlight or looking through the window that they see some illegal contraband, maybe they see a weapon, maybe they can smell or maybe see that something may look like illegal drugs. What probable cause is giving the reason for the police to do a more thorough search of your vehicle. If they have the probable cause, they can ask you to open your trunk, open your glove compartment, even ask you to step out and do a body search. A normal person, when traveling in a car or motorcycle, should be a law-abiding citizen. Remember, the police cannot go beyond the initial reason for you to stop. So as a summary, police checkpoints are legal. But they have to be in well-lighted areas, they have to be visibly seen, and they can't be surprise checkpoints. Police cannot ask you to step out of your vehicle or alight from your motorcycle. They can ask you simple questions. But these questions cannot be indications or asking you to self-incriminate yourself. Remember, the law only prevents unreasonable searches. It becomes reasonable if there's a warrant, which is of course preceded by an actual filing of an application for a search warrant with the courts, or when there's probable cause for the police or authorized personnel. Here's the bonus on the checkpoints during this pandemic period. Because for public health and public safety, police can set up checkpoints not to check whether you are violating traffic or doing something illegal. What they will ask you, or what they can legally ask you, is if you have papers, maybe quarantine pass or travel permits issued by your local barangay. They can ask you that. If you don't show any, they cannot ask you to stop, alight from your vehicle and do a search. What they will just do is ask you to turn around and go back where you came from. That is the extent of the authority on checkpoints during this pandemic period. I hope you picked up something in this video, but just remember, this is only for informational and educational purposes. And this does not constitute legal advice or legal counseling. If you're interested in seeing more of my videos, I have videos linked around me so you can look more on the videos that I post about legal commentaries. I also post videos on law school advice and tips.